So, is it really possible nowadays to get a laptop that is well under £200 and is actually good? Well, let's find out together. Okay, before going any further, be realistic when you prepare a budget to buy a machine. In my case, I wanted a machine that was light and easy to carry around, something that anyway had a good quality screen, something that was good to do some basic tasks like using the internet, browsing around, using YouTube, watching the occasional movie, productivity, simple productivity like writing a letter on Word, Excel or something like that. If you're looking for a gaming machine, just look somewhere else. Get your budget at about £500–600 and be realistic about it. This is incredibly good value. Is at the moment on the market on Amazon for about £164. So and the characteristics, they seems to be, well, fantastic for the price. It has the last generation Intel processor, which is the Z8350, the Cherrytrail already anyway, so even the graphic chip, the GPU on that is quite decent. It's an HD 400, so you should be able to handle HD footage quite well anyway. And talking about HD, the screen for this is a 14.1 inches and it's fully HD, which again, incredible for the price. 4 gig of RAM, 64 of ROM, so absolutely plenty to run Windows 10, which is already installed as well. The battery is also a 10,000 milliampere battery, so combined with a very lightweight, it should power this on no problem at all for hours on end. Okay, and we got that as well. Let's get rid of the boxes. So let's start with a few things. Okay, we got the typical user manual, quality checks performed on the machine and everything else. What I will do, guys, I'll unpack it with you so we see exactly what is inside, but then I will need to most likely run a few updates, run a few tests and everything else, further quality checks, brilliant. And then I will keep you posted anyway on the results. So the machine is over there. We probably have the charger here. So with a British plug, fantastic. Okay, the power adapter is, you know, very good, nice and small size. So even that is nice and easy to carry around. And this is the machine itself. I mean, a couple of things already that comes to mind. Weight-wise, this is brilliant. I will check it soon, but I would say it's about 1.3 kg, 1.4 kg maximum. The ports, we got a USB 3 over here, mini HDMI, the power attachment for the adapter is over there, and then we have a further USB port here, is a USB 2. Headphones, always good to have. Apple should learn from that. And the TF card, because this can also be upgraded, the space can be upgraded with a TF card, I think up to 128 giga, so it's actually very, very good. The machine itself, in a second, as I said, we will do a bit of a better test. Already looks very, very good. Of course, as I said, we need to turn it on and everything. The mouse pad is very, very smooth. The keys for the keyboard, they have a good travel, they feel actually quite good. The keyboard flexibility is not too bad actually. Of course, you know, it's all made of plastic, so there is a bit of flex, but you know, it's well within range of a lot of others. Again, the screen flex is not bad at all. There is quite a decent amount of rigidity of the machine. Cameras on the front, I don't expect much from that, I'll tell you very honestly. I think it's a 0.3 megapixel camera. Let's be honest, nowadays if you want to Skype, probably use your phone. It's probably going to be a better camera than this. I didn't buy for that. Microphone, it seems to be stereo as well. Oh, fantastic, the screen also can be more or less fully tilted back, nearly to get it flat. Guys, I'm at the moment very pleasantly surprised by it. Of course, we need to turn it on, do some checks, probably do Windows updates that nowadays are necessary every single time then a machine is new, and it might take a while. I want to run this for a couple of days at least before giving you more information. But yeah, I would say I've seen machine from much bigger brands, twice the cost of this, then look as good. So finger crossed, we are in for a good treat. Firstly, I really like the design that you can tilt it back as much as this, because then if I'm sitting, for example, on the bed with my legs folded up, I can still use it and have a good viewing angle of the screen. Couple of things that I'm not overly keen on the keyboard is the American layout, so very similar to a MacBook. So if you're familiar with that, it's exactly the same layout. You have the power button up here, which is a bit unusual. Generally the delete key is over there, so it can be quite easy sometimes to mistake it. However, you can easily get used to it anyway. The keyboard is very, very good. The trackpad is excellent. It's one of actually the best one that I've seen on anything close to that price range. The power adapter, the cable, well, it's not too bad, but I would have preferred it a tiny bit longer. It's about 1 meter long. So it's fine for most tasks. Will be good a bit longer. With regards to the functionality of the laptop, is absolutely stunning. Sorry, just turning around because anyway, of course, there will be my login in details there, so stay with me. Yeah, I was saying with regards to the quality of the laptop, to be honest, I'm amazed by how good it is. Couple of things that I will suggest you to do: run all the updates first. You know, Windows, as you know, has got plenty of updates to run, so run everything through it. At least you avoid having something in the background that slows down the machine. On this particular machine, I've installed OpenOffice. Works absolutely brilliantly. The screen quality is stunning. So again, to watch movies, to checking documents and whatever else, everything works absolutely brilliantly. The trackpad, as you can see, the scrolling system works very, very well. The 2-finger scrolling system is absolutely excellent. For my need, the machine is very responsive, very good, everything runs well. So I haven't got any complaints whatsoever on it. Definitely is recommended for the price range. Camera, as I said, we will run a little test in a second. It's not exactly excellent, but I was expecting that. I've installed also a game like Asphalt 8. Well, we'll open it. At the moment I'm running at full 1080p resolution. Tell you very honestly, something like that is so demanding that the computer will start struggling a bit. Fully understandable. As I said, I didn't buy this machine to play games. I bought it for productivity, but I will show you later on also a simpler type of game on something like that. It works brilliantly. And there you go, guys. I mean, as you can see, the game is running reasonably well. It's not as smooth as I would like it to, but it is actually possible to play even something like Asphalt 8 on this machine, as long as you haven't got anything in the background potentially bottlenecking the system. Yeah, on something a bit simpler, this machine will be absolutely fine. And as I said, for less than £200, for £165, to be able to run OpenOffice so well, Windows is, you know, flawlessly running after all the massive updates that need to run. Tell you honestly, guys, it took me 14 hours to do all of the updates, and I don't blame the machine. It was mostly the autumn fall. While we are at it, the speakers. So So I find the speakers quite loud, a bit tinny in fairness, but they're absolutely fine for the machine. Yeah, let's just, you know, play one of them. And we'll have a look on this as well. There you go. So whatever, we don't care. So yeah, on something like that, as you can see, the machine is very responsive, not a problem whatsoever. Thanks for the hint. I like that, since I wasn't exactly focusing. But yeah, something like that works flawlessly, of course. So guys, just to conclude, a couple of recommendations. As soon as you get the machine, I suggested to do the Windows update straight away. It will probably take a while. It took me about 14 hours to do them all, mostly because there was the Autumn 4 and everything else. It took forever. And the other thing that I did, I installed a software called Driver Booster from iObit. You can install whatever you prefer. I'm not trying to sponsor Driver Booster, but I do find it actually quite useful to find drivers that are potentially out of date. I found 27 drivers actually that needed updating, so that was good to get it to run straight away. And as I said, on the characteristics of the machine, we have a decent array of external ports. The weight is incredibly light. Actually, I have a scale with me, so we can check it together in the meantime. The machine is, you know, it's very responsive for what I needed, so it's very good. I like that. Okay, we'll check it together. As I said, it should be about 1 kilo 3, 1 kilo 4. Okay, 1 kilo 272. Let me see if I can get you onto it directly. And there you go. We have such a good machine. The price is brilliant. You know, it's easy enough to carry around. The rigidity of the machine is fully sufficient for me to take with me, and it's fast enough to do whatever I need. The last thing that I will show you maybe is the quality of the camera, which, as I said, is probably nothing to shout about, and it's probably very basic. Well, it is very basic, tested it before, but as I said previously, if you need to Skype, use your phone. And in all honesty, as much as it's basic, it is much better than some that I've seen on a similar price range. So you're still fully able to do whatever you want with it, and for a basic Skype call or something like that, it seems to be working all right. Can't complain too much. So yeah, I love it, and I'm still really amazed by the price. £164 on Amazon. This is a steal.